short shift, 9 to 3. I had to go to work tomorrow though, but I stayed up kind of late last night.
I hear you. So
Yeah, so
let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
uh you want to start off last week, or you just want to go straight into this week?
Well, we can start off with last week. What you got to say about last week?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I called that score. What was it, 24-17?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I called that score.
You
Uh,
know that 17 of those points were like garbage points.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they was.
I,
But
I
I kind of Tennessee was the better team,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
And Montgomery didn't do nothing. 30 yards. You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
Yeah,
Peterson Patterson. He didn't do nothing. Like 10, 12 yards. The running game sucked. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Running game did suck. Passing game sucked too. Uh, basically, the whole game, the Bears sucked. That's just um, no arguing that they sucked. Um,
Yeah.
on a good note, though, it was released on Friday that Matt Nagy is now going to release those duties for this upcoming game to his OC and let him call the plays. So I'm really interested in seeing what happens here. I'm really interested in seeing how he calls the game. I think that Matt Nagy is such a pass oriented type of guy that he wants to pass. He wants to pass. And you got to build a running game first before you can pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Uh, well, it's like good the Lions lost last week, but they lost to the Vikings, so you know what I'm saying? They were still a divisional situation. You know, Aaron
Now,
Rodgers just sitting up top by himself.
I wanna put full disclosure out there that I'm in Chicago. You're in
I am in,
Minnesota.
yes, sir. I am in Minnesota. But let's put it out there.
Uh
I am not a Minnesota Vikings fan. I
huh.
support. Now, don't get me. I'm gonna put it like this. This is where it go. This is where it get tough at. You know what I'm saying? It's I support my hometown always. I'm not a Bears fan. Let's get that straight.
Oh, oh, come on
I'm not
now.
a I'm not a Bears fan,
Okay.
but I do support my hometown, my home state.
Uh,
All right, now let's go to the Vikings. I do support the city that I live in too. I don't know how you want to look at it.
okay. All right. All right. So what we'll do here is let's first talk about uh the offense, the Bears offense, right?
Mhm.
Um, the
That's
Bears
gonna be the
offense.
Bears offense. That's gonna be the Bears offense going against this Vikings defense,
Yeah, yeah. Now,
which I must say on paper that the Vikings don't look that good. And just because I'm here in Minnesota, I probably know a little bit more detail than most people around the world, because a lot of people don't pay attention to the Vikings. Come on now, unless they're in a NFC championship game or something, or But especially this year, they're not paying attention. But
right?
they 3-5. They're a better team than 3-5.
They
They
are. They
half
are.
their defense was hurt. They just got them back last week. You seen what they did to the Lions last week. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this: the the Vikings are a lot better team than what their record shows. I went through their schedule. I looked at a couple of their games. They actually hung with Tennessee Titans. I think they lost to the Titans by 1 point. which you saw what happened to us last week. The Titans basically um, took us apart and gave us mercy in the fourth quarter. You so they.
Right.
I'm sorry, you breaking up.
Oh, I'll tell you, is that better?
Okay, you're back. Yep. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Do you think that the Bears offense is better than the Vikings defense?
Glad you asked that question. The Bears offense averages 19.8 points per game, right? The Vikings defense
Right.
allows 29.3 points per game. So they're giving up.
But hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's not that we can't. I mean, go ahead. Make your point, and I'll go here. I'm sorry.
So my point, my first point is that the Vikings defense gives up a lot of points, right? The Bears
Yes.
offense cannot score. We've got a change in the play caller right now. I'm hoping that the play caller is one that understands what he has. He works with his offense every day, and that's what he focuses on. So he knows what he has to work with. Now, granted, let me put it out there that Montgomery is out. He's going to be out this game, right?
Right.
Tariq Cohen,
Right.
he's out this game.
Right.
So I don't know how you get the running game going um, with those two being out. Those are your first two that are out for the game. I don't know what they have as far as when you go deep into the running back game. Um, there's really no one else that has been able to play and been sufficient enough for me to even say that they're they're going to produce. But I
So,
mean, in my opinion, you
so
get the
you don't have confidence. I'm sorry. You don't have confidence in what's his name, Patterson?
Cordell Patterson. I don't
Yeah.
last. I mean, his average carry per his yards per carry. He's done pretty well, but he's had limited opportunities. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope he does well. I hope they feed him, but I mean, he's been sitting behind the first two. I know that the Bears have this motto, next man up type of mentality, but you have to have an OC that's going to be willing to give him the ball and give him opportunities. And that's to
Wait,
me.
you said Cohen? You said Cohen's not playing tomorrow either?
No, Cohen's out too.
Hmm. So it's gonna be Patterson tomorrow,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Unless
Montgomery's out
unless
with a
something's
concussion.
changed. I saw that
I don't on my end, I don't got Cohen out tomorrow, but I do have Patterson starting though. Now that's
right,
not
right.
my own educated guess. This is what I'm looking at.
Tariq Cohen, he suffered a severe injury, so
Okay.
he's out.
That's probably why they didn't okay, that's probably why they didn't show him and had Patterson going in.
Right, right.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
Um so there's a lot of things that's in the air right now because you don't know how this offensive coordinator is going to call the game. I do know that from around the league, people do tend to think that he's pretty decent. I think he was the offensive coordinator for the Browns at one point, and the Browns we know what they were, and when he came in, he was able to at least put a some kind of ignition under their offense, and their offense was able to score more points than they did previously. Um, but we'll see what it is. We know that the Bears have an offensive line that's a makeshift type of offensive line that pretty much sucks. So take it for what it is. I think Nagy actually made the best move that he could make by saying,
I
"Look,
think
I'm gonna wash my hands of this right now because I'm on the hot seat, and I'm gonna let somebody else make the calls."
yeah. Yeah, I think it was the best move too. When I seen that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, me too. And I
That
know.
that
Go ahead.
that like you said, I'm just agreeing with you. That was probably the best move that he probably best decision he could have made over the last, what they on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah,
Something had to change.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I think that it's gonna be interesting to see Monday night. It's a prime time game. So
Yeah.
every coach gonna be trying to bring out their best.
Now,
I really like. Let's talk about the coaches. I really like Zimmer a lot, but I think if Zimmer have a losing record this year, Zimmer might be on his way out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
So
believe so too.
Zimmer need to turn this around real quick. He turned it around last week. Looked nice.
Yep.
He got his defense back. You know what I'm saying? He looked like they look like the Vikings that we used to see last year with that defense.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because Zimmer is a good coach, and I hate to see they let him go off of injuries. Unless he come back, he got his team back. Unless they fall apart the rest of the season, and with no injuries, then he got to go. But I like Matt Nagy too. But like Matt Nagy did a good job by making that coaching decision. It's tough for me. It's gonna be a tough game for me Monday because
let me put
that
this
Vikings defense is once that they clicking. They hard to stop.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bears. When the Bears defense is clicking, they hard to stop. I mean, they can stop anybody.
Let me put this little nugget out here. Now, since Kirk Cousins has been with the Minnesota Vikings, he's lost, I believe it's 9 consecutive Monday night games. He's lost every Monday night game he's played since he's been with the Vikings. Now,
man, I have zero faith in Kirk Cousins. Any game. Any game.
I don't think Kirk Cousins is really that bad, though. I really don't. I really don't think he's that bad.
I mean, if you want to compare him to like other quarterbacks, I'm not gonna put no names. James Winston that threw 36 interceptions in 1 year. I'm not gonna put no names out there. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to compare him to people like that, you know what I'm saying? Then he's not that bad. He's not bad. I just have zero faith in him.
I still remember. Do you like that? Do you like that? And that's what I remember about Kirk Cousins. Like when he came running through that tunnel, do you like that? That's my favorite clip of Kirk Cousins, man.
What I will say about Kirk Cousins, he's pretty consistent.
Consistently bad or consistently good?
Huh?
Consistently bad or consistently good?
I say consistently all right. Because he can manage a game. Mm-hmm. If the defense do their job, offense is catching balls, running back is doing their job, he can do his job. You know what I'm saying? Efficiently. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. But he's not the type of quarterback like tomorrow on a Monday night. Matt getting in there rattling. He's not the type of take over quarterback game. Like running back having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Defense having a bad game, but they keeping us in it. Now they need me to do. He's not that guy that can put the whole game on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
And this may sound tripped out. I want to believe that Kirk Cousins is that dude. I think he has it in him.
Can Kirk Cousins take the Vikings to the Super Bowl and win?
I
think too long, brother.
I think he could, man. I think he could. I really think
on riding the defense back, yeah.
So you're basically saying that Kirk Cousins is probably equal to when we had when the Bears had Jay Cutler. Because that's what that's what Cuddy, you know.
Jay Cuddy was my guy in college. Went over there and came to Denver, and he still was okay. Came to Chicago and stuck up the damn place.
Hey,
he got paid.
He got
paid
that
like
bag.
a mug.
He got that bag though, didn't he?
He got that money, but he stunk up Chicago every year. And then that one year they gave him that extension. I'm like, I just knew after the season he was done. They come back with an extension. I'm like, oh, what the Bears doing upstairs? You know what I'm saying? But like we said last week, Chicago teams don't want to pay. They living on a hope and a prayer that another Michael Jordan, another Walter Payton, you know what I'm saying, gonna fall in their lap.
Yeah.
And nowadays, people want to get paid.
That's true.
And see, it's so messed up now. Like, look at Trevor Lawrence. He's been done with his COVID. He don't want to go to the Jets. He probably gonna be the first one.
Hey, do you think he's gonna stay? I can't believe that he's gonna stay at school because he don't want to go to the Jets. You may have that same thing. Remember when the Manning, what happened with Manning? With
you talk about Eli.
Yeah, with Eli. You think they're gonna try and pull something like that?
Shit, Eli did it. Why not?
Hey, if I'm Trevor though, I think Trevor Lawrence, and we're getting off topic here, but
yeah, we are.
If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I like a challenge. Whoever picks me. I come out and I make it happen because let's look at Patrick Mahomes. Hey, he's that talent. He was that talented, bro. He took Kansas City over the edge, bro.
What? Yeah, he did, but Kansas City was already building, adding pieces.
That's true.
Well, the Jets ain't doing a darn thing over there, but losing every year.
You said they like the Cleveland Browns?
I think they started to look worse than the Browns. No, but go back to the topic at hand. Who the better quarterback then, Nick Foles or Cousins?
I gotta go with the Super Bowl winner.
Me too. Nick Foles ain't great, but he won a Super Bowl. You can't take that from him. Can't take it off his resume.
You know what?
It ain't about how he.
I'm gonna say this, man. I like Nagy. I like him as a coach. The same way that I liked Lovie Smith as a coach for the Bears. Lovie liked to call defense. That was his thing. He wanted to call the defensive plays. I get it. But also at the same time, you have to realize that, maybe I need to step aside and just be the head coach and direct traffic. Maybe I don't need to be in the dugout all the time. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to just direct the traffic.
Hey, you got an offensive coordinator for a reason.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You the head coach for a reason. Okay. Let that man call his plays. At a crucial time, you don't agree, you have the right to overpower your offensive coordinator because you're the head coach.
Right.
But let that man do his job. You have an offensive coordinator for a reason. Just like you have a defensive coordinator for a reason. You have a GM. You have an owner. You have a head coach. You got, a quarterback. Everybody has a job to do. Let everybody do their job. If you notice, teams that let everybody do their job and nobody's trying to step on each other's foot, it goes well. Like, I forgot what I was just going to say. I just lost my train of thought. I was looking at what the forecast was going to be Monday night up in Chicago for the game. Because, I was thinking about something, too, that we had talked about last week about home field. And we had our different views on what home field advantage was and who had the advantage. But then I got to thinking about it too a couple of days later, like certain cities still has the home field advantage.
Okay.
Think about think about think about a team like you got a team like the Bucks
Okay.
going to Chicago in middle of December. That's home field advantage.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You
Yeah,
you
you're
know what
right.
I'm saying?
You're right.
So
You're right. I agree with
even though
that.
they don't have the crowd, you got a summer team, a hot team going into the cold, and that goes for the Green Bays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even like in the middle of December, early January, even the dome teams like the Vikings and Detroit, those are still home field advantage because you got to get off that damn bus. You got to get out of that hotel. And believe me, I'm here in Minnesota. Boy, it gets cold in Minnesota, brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing.
No, I
Hey,
agree with you that there's a difference. If you've got a Florida team coming to Chicago in December, on Christmas Day, and it's 10 degrees below zero, and they coming from Florida, yeah, that probably is going to affect them. However, I
yeah.
will say this. I will say this that to the crowd, it appears that it's cold, but don't get it twisted that they do have heating fans on those fields. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
it's blowing. It's blowing. It
But
may
you
be.
gotta look at it. Remember the year Michael Vick came to Chicago? Them heating things didn't do Michael Vick no good. So that's still home field advantage.
No, I'll give you that point. I'll give you that point. I agree with you
And
that.
I'm looking at this right now. At game time in Chicago on Monday, we're looking at 8 degrees.
Hmm.
That's gonna be cold.
Yeah, but Minnesota, bro.
I know. I was just looking at the weather. Hey, that just disappointed me because if y'all got 8, that means we probably gonna be at 0.
So in that case, Minnesota doesn't have to worry about the weather because they're used to it. They don't
Yeah,
have a crowd there, so there's not going to be any crowd booing them. I mean, bro, I mean it's similar to just basically playing a scrimmage against another team.
yeah. For the two teams that's going at it this weekend. But like I
Yeah.
say, we can go back to like who that code's gonna affect. You got Jackson coming week 16. I believe. Oh no, they going to Jacksonville, so they gonna like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got the Texans. You got the Texans coming in on December 13th to
Yeah.
Chicago. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a home field advantage. And the Texans ain't playing worth nothing right now.
It's true.
But the good thing is, win or lose, they need this win tomorrow. The Bears do. The
Bears need
Bears,
it
I
bad.
mean, both teams really do. They just because this is the Man's Cave show, we're gonna represent the Bears a little bit more harder.
I'm going to
But the
give you
Bears,
freedom to have your teams. Highlight your team, talk about your team as well. But
well,
I figure we talk about the Bears
for
and
the
Vikings.
record, for the record, since we're talking about teams, Patriots is my team, and we don't have nothing to talk about right now.
Oh, we gonna get to them a little bit later. We're gonna get to them.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to them because I'm not. We're gonna get to them. Let's just leave
Yeah,
it
we'll
like
get to
that.
them.
But the Bears got the Vikings. If they can come out with that win tomorrow, I mean Monday, that'll put them at 5 and what 6 and 4. Hopefully, and we know it ain't gonna happen that the Green Bay lose somehow, some way to the Jaguars this weekend. That's who they got. They got the Jaguars, bro. So we if we get them to lose, that they'll still be in first place. That buys a little space between the Bears in third place with the Vikings. Because the Vikings are what 3-5, Bears 5-4. That make the Bears if they win 6-4. The Vikings 3-6. That put a nice little gap between.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because the Vikings 3-5 too, and the Vikings they got Washington.
The schedule for the Bears, actually, in looking at their schedule, the Bears should be able to go 9-7 this year, or better.
9-7.
9-7.
So you said they're losing. They're gonna lose 4 more games.
Yeah, they probably gonna lose both games to Green Bay.
Think so? Coming off that bye, they coming off a bye when they play Green Bay next Sunday night. But they gonna be in Green Bay, but ain't no crowd. And then we cold, they cold. We coming off a bye.
They got Brett Favre, bro. I mean, not Brett Favre. What am I talking about? Aaron Rodgers, bro.
What my boy say? What Stephen A. say? That's a bad boy.
That's a bad boy.
That boy got ice in his veins. He got ice in his veins, bro.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers, bro. He doesn't accept losing. And by the way, man, I'm looking at the Michigan-Wisconsin game. Jim Harbaugh is gonna lose his job.
It's over with, huh? It's over with.
Yeah, he gonna lose his job, bro.
Well, you know that was just one of the topics on First and Take, I think, last week.
Was it?
Should Harbaugh be on the hot seat?
He's on the hot seat.
Yeah, he on the hot seat. He on the hot seat.
They are losing to Wisconsin right now. I think it's 35-11. At halftime, they hadn't even scored.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He out of there. Yep. Hey, call your wife and tell her, start packing the stuff. We leaving Michigan. Pack the house up. What he won though? He won what? He won one national championship. No, he didn't win a championship with them, did he?
He ain't won no championship.
He got put out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for a coaching change over there in Michigan.
Yep.
And the only reason I'm saying that it'd be different. Like you see how we getting off the subject, but we talking about sports period. You know what I'm saying? You see how Illinois are giving Lovey way more time than what he should. You know what I'm saying?
Got their first win today.
I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah.
You know, Lovey would have been gone last year if I was running that organization. You know what I'm saying? His first two. Okay. I can't say that because your first year in, that's not your recruits. You working with what you was handed. So the first 2 years you can't really hold the coach accountable with somebody else recruits. Come that second year, third year, brother. But anyways, bro, you say 9-7, so you got them losing both games to Green Bay.
Yep.
That's wild. I thought you had them winning coming out that bye. So let me ask you, let's start here. Mm-hmm. Do you have them beating the Vikings tomorrow?
I was gonna say that for the end of the show. I'll reveal that pick at the end of the show because I want to share something with you. I took the liberty of, hold on for a second, I'm gonna show you something. Can you see my screen?
I see you. Hold on, you turn around now. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so I've got every game for this weekend, and one of the segments that I want to add to the show is I'm going to ask you who you got, and then I'm going to say who I got, and we're going to see how it turns out at the end of the football week.
Hey, bro.
Uh-huh.
Great minds think alike because, I take notes every week. I write my stuff down, try to, stay accurate, know what the hell I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
On my last page, let me see if I can show you. I did the exact same thing, bro. Watch this. You see, watch this. See, I just school. I did mine. So you can see my screen.
I don't see it yet.
Okay, hold
But
on. Do you see anything yet?
let me stop sharing my screen and then you can share yours probably.
That's my fault. My other screen. Don't worry about it. But I did the exact same thing, and I was gonna ask you, did you want to do that towards the end of the show?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? But it's like already on it. I don't know your screen. You still sharing your screen?
Yeah, it's still sharing. I'm trying to get out of it now. Give me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So.
All right, yeah.
So when we get to the end, I'm gonna ask you who you got, because that's gonna be our segment. Who you got? And we're gonna keep it
That'll
running.
always be the end of the show. We'll do that at the end of every show.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then keep it going. I like the way you did it and set it up. That was very nice and professional. I like that. And the way you edited it and all that good stuff. You know, yeah, basketball season coming up too, so we're gonna have to get on it a little bit more frequently. Maybe have to move up from 1 day a week to like 2 or 3 days a week if you got the time. I know you're busy, but yeah, but
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Let's go back. You say you got the Bears losing 4 more games, 2 against the Packers.
Yeah.
Who else they losing to? They got the Vikings, the Packers, the Lions, the Texans, the Vikings, the Jags, and then the Packers last game of the year. That's what's going to put them in the playoffs.
I say they're going to lose twice to the Packers, right?
Okay, yep.
I believe that there's a chance they will lose to 1 game to the Vikings at home. When the Vikings are at home, they may lose that game to the Vikings.
Okay, week 15.
And
that's 3. You got 1 more they're going to lose against. Who do you got, the Jags, the Texans, or the Lions? If I had to pick one more.
It was the Texans. It was the Texans.
In Chicago?
Yep.
I'm not going to say no names because we're going to say that for the end of the segment. But
right.
where they stand at now, I got them losing, not 4. I got them losing I got them losing 3.
Okay.
I got them losing.
You frozen, bro.
And I'm not going to reveal the 3.
You're not going to reveal the 3 yet?
I know the 3. I got them losing 1 time to the Packers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not coming out the bye. I got them losing week 17 to the Packers.
Okay.
At home.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Out
to the Texans to the Lions. I think the Lions is starting to click. And I think by that time I think the Lions can sneak 1 out.
Okay. So that's no different. Like I think the Bears will beat the Lions, but I think the Minnesota Vikings are better than the Lions. Thus, I think the Lions may be able to sneak 1 out. I mean the Vikings may be able to grab a win from the Bears. Just my opinion. We'll keep a record of where everybody stands. Like I said, I got the worksheet at the end of this here segment.
And make sure you keep that on file, because I'm going to keep mine on file too. So when I come up there and you be lying, talking about you went 30 and 12, and you know, I can figure out my paperwork. What's that jersey you got on there, boy? That?
Well, you know who I'm representing, bro.
You got the Mac on, okay.
You know who I'm representing. You know who I'm representing.
Well, if I ain't got the logo on, but I got my blue on for my patron.
Now, okay, so we've talked about the offense. Let's talk about the defenses for a minute.
Stuff I wanted to talk about. You know, we already hit on Matt Nagy gonna take the offensive plays. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to go to this. Let's just go to the NFC North.
Okay.
For what it looks like.
The black and blue division.
Huh?
Black and blue division. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so you got let's go here. You got Green Bay sitting at 6-2, right? They got the Jaguars tomorrow. They gonna spank that butt tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree.
So that put them, and then you got the Bears at second place. You know, third, looking real bad at 3-5. Okay, now I'm gonna speak on the behalf of my Minnesota family.
Okay.
They need this win tomorrow bad.
We need this win tomorrow.
Bad. They do not want to go Monday. 3. Hey, I'm just speaking up on the Minnesota Vikings fans.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Trying to get them a little. Because I told you I support the city that I live in, the state I live in. They cannot go 3-6 tomorrow. Monday night.
They go 3-6, it's a wrap.
As a Vikings fan, yeah, because I don't even know their schedule. Because I'm not a Vikings fan. I'm more follow the Bears than I follow the Vikings.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who the Vikings got after the Bears when they buy and all that. I keep an eye on like the stats, their defense, you know, what's going on, who's injured, who's playing, who's doing good. I do that, but as far as who they got to play, I'll just get up in the morning like, oh, they got games. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you who the Vikings got. They got the Dallas Cowboys, the Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tampa Bay Bucks. Then they got the Bears again. They got the Saints, and they got the Detroit Lions to finish it off the season.
Yeah, okay. So you said the Cowboys. We all know how they playing.
Yep. How about them Cowboys?
Hey, Steve, they having a hell of a year, ain't it?
Hey, shout out to our cousin too. Shout out to our cousin. Christopher.
Oh, yeah. What up, Chris? Shout out to you, boy. How about your Cowboys? You know he gonna come back with, well, my Lakers won a championship.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, a tainted one. Give me 1 second, bro.
Okay.
That you know, I'm glad for my Lakers. I'm glad for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? This and that. You know what I'm saying? But now, just to switch subject for 2 seconds.
What'd you say?
When it comes to football and the weather start getting cold and stuff, it's still a slight of home field advantage. But when you got basketball, there's no home field advantage. Those are strictly scrimmages. Them AAU games. You know what I'm saying? That they played in that bubble.
Yeah.
You know? So,
bro, the NBA got it right with trying to control the COVID and everything, but it just wasn't the same, bro. Like in the stadium, the crowd noise is going to be loud. Defense. You know, I just, man, I don't know.
You know, make your heart beat when you dribbling that ball down the court.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So, but let's go back. Then you got the Vikings. You got the Lions 3-5. The Vikings got Washington. The Vikings got Detroit. The Vikings got Washington this week. The Lions got Washington this week. That should be a must-win. They in Detroit. You know, everybody know how the Washington football team is playing. You know, They don't even got a name. So how y'all want us to come here and respect y'all? Y'all ain't got no name.
Right.
But I think the Bears will be all right. Nick Foles is not playing bad this season. He's not. He, he's not throwing that many interceptions. He's not getting no time in that pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the type of quarterback Nick Foles is, he need time. You know what I'm saying? He's not a scrambler and make stuff happen. He need time in that pocket.
That's the thing. He's got cement as feet. You know, he can't move out the pocket, in my opinion. And he doesn't have an offensive line at the moment that can give him time. That's a formula for disaster. Like, first of all, you don't have a line, so they're getting in on you, and then you got cement as feet. You can't even scramble. Bro, you can't win that way. You cannot win that way. Now, if you got a quarterback that doesn't have the best line, but he can scramble, at least you got a chance. At least you got a chance. We don't stand a chance with what's going on right now.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched many Bears games because I'm in Minnesota, so I get Vikings games. You know what I'm saying? Over the Bears games a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But the few games I did see, only problem I seen with Nick Foles was he wasn't having time. I was seeing him get the game.
I think another thing, you're frozen at the moment. You good? Okay, you were frozen for a minute. I think
Somebody was calling.
Oh, okay. One of the things is that I don't think, and I hate to beat on Matt Nagy. I hate to beat on him, but when you have instances of a play not getting put in a timely manner, when you've got your quarterback's got to run over to the sideline and see what's going on. Those are kind of problems.
With no crowd noise.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Perfect example. Exactly. With no crowd noise. That's perfect. With no crowd noise. And he's got to do that. Something's wrong. And I'd like to transition to the defense, because we've been talking about the offense. We know the problem is the offense. There's no doubt about it. The problem is the offense in regards to the Bears. Defense. Let me get my paperwork here.
Okay.
Defense is allowing 21 points a game.
Right.
3 touchdowns. That ain't bad. You know, all we asking is for the offense to score. That's it. We'll keep you in the game. We just need you to score. The problem right now is, for the past several years, the Bears have depended on turnovers, pick sixes, fumble recoveries, and the defense has worked their butts off, man, to kind of compensate for the lack of offense that they've had. So this year,
you're right. For the last few years, it haven't been a balance.
No, it hasn't. I mean, I'll go back to the peanut punch. You know, when Tillman was punching balls out, causing fumbles, defense would grab it, run it in. Right now, we don't really necessarily have the turnover advantage. I think we're -3 on turnovers. Like, we've given the ball up 3 more times than we've gotten it.
Let me tell you this too. It also helped when Tillman. You can go back to that defense with the Bears back in the day, when Tillman was punching balls out and running them back and stuff. You also had Devin Hester running 2 or 3 punts back a game.
Yeah. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, they was clicking, and then but it goes back to what you originally said. Back then, the offense still those was what, Jay Cutler days.
That was Jay
You know
Cuddy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When Jay
Jay
Cutler
Cuddy
was
days.
sticking up the place. Jay Cutler was sticking up the whole Chicago.
So, I mean, there's nothing that I can really say about the defense that's bad. The defense has had it so bad this year that you can't even like they're getting the ball. The defense is getting on the field. Probably they don't even have time to recover. They're getting on the field. The offense is on the field for like what, a minute and a half, and the defense has to run back out there on the field. The ball is on like the defensive 40-yard line, so they got 40 yards to go. I mean, it's been terrible for the defense, man. It's been terrible for them. It's amazing that they've even been able to do what they have done. It's been terrible.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So we've had our discussion about the Bears and the Vikings. I'm going to go ahead, switch my screen up real quick, and I'm going to ask you what your picks are, and we're going to make our picks. Is that good?
All right. Let's start with them. Let's start with the Bears and the Vikings.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get my screen up here.
10 minutes.
You see my screen?
Back. Yeah, I see your screen.
Okay, so our first game, Eagles at the Giants.
You say who?
I'm going to go Eagles on that one.
You say Eagles and Giants.
Yep.
Ooh. And when I was writing this down, and I came across that Eagles and Giants game. I'm gonna go Eagles, but both of them stinking up the place this season.
Well, yeah.
Like,
they both are.
Carson Wentz can't cut a break.
That's true. That's true.
But I'm going Eagles. Let's keep it rolling. I'm gonna go Eagles.
Okay, I got Eagles with you. This next game, I'm going Packers. Jaguars at Packers. Who you got?
I'm going Packers, man. That's no question.
You going Packers?
I got Packers. That's no question.
Texans at Browns. Who you got?
I didn't hear you. You freezing up on me.
I said Texans at Browns.
Who you say?
Oh, maybe, hold on. My internet is unstable at the moment. Washington at the Lions.
Yeah,
Who you got?
You got the Texans. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Are you talking about the Texans and the Browns, or are you talking about the Lions in Washington?
Right now, Washington at Lions. Who you got?
I got of course I got to go with the Lions. They at home. Washington, like I said, don't even have a name for their team. They make it Washington look bad.
I agree with you.
I'm going with
the Lions as well.
Lions.
Texans at Browns. Who you got?
I'm going with the Browns because the Texans, as much as I like Deshaun Watson and what they got over there, something ain't happening over there. And then they working with a new offensive coordinator, a new who they got rid of, the offensive coordinator. They got rid of everybody over there, didn't they?
They got rid of everybody. They cleaned house.
And the Browns are clicking right now. You know what I'm saying? The Browns are clicking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And I'm gonna say this since we on that game. As much as Odell Beckham is a beast, they're a better football team without him.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? Because when Odell Beckham is in the game, they trying to get him the game. They trying to get him the ball. They trying to get him the ball, and they force it.
Right.
They force it. And when he's not in the game, you don't have to force it. So, yeah, I agree with you. But I'm gonna put a surprise here. I'm going with the Texans on this one.
You gonna go with the Texans? Why?
I'm going
Can
with
I
the
ask you
Texans,
why?
man. Huh?
Can I ask you why?
It's something about the Texans, man. I like Deshaun Watson, bro. I
I
think,
like him in Clemson.
yeah, 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 bro. I just feel like the Texans are due to come up. They're not, in my opinion, they're not that bad of a team. They just got to get it together, bro.
Yeah, but then another reason why I'm going with the Browns. I love to pick the Texans because I think overall in the long haul the Texans are a better team. You know what I'm saying? Got a better depth chart,
Yep,
but
yep.
the Browns are starting to heat up right now.
They
They're
are.
starting to
They
play.
are.
They're starting
They
to heat up, and then Browns, and it goes back. Even though we don't have the crowd noise, you got to look at that Texas team. Got to go into Cleveland and Deshaun Jackson. If it's cold in Cleveland on tomorrow,
That's true.
Deshaun
That's
Jackson's
true.
been in Carolina, and then he went to Texas.
Yeah.
Nigga, you hit anything under 20 below, 20 degrees, you Michael Vick your butt. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
But that's why I'm picking them.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, it's set. You got the Browns. I got the Texans. Buccaneers at the Panthers.
Mm. I like
You
what
know.
Teddy Bridgewater is doing over there in Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And McCaffrey is coming back this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a beast. A lot of people sleep on him. He's a beast.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna never go without my Tom Brady.
Hey, I'm picking the Buccaneers because Tom Brady got an embarrassing loss last week, and he's gonna snap back. He got something to prove. So I'm going Buccaneers. You got Buccaneers?
I'm going Buccaneers. And Drew Brees put it on them last week.
They did.
Bucks went through the same thing the Bears did. We'll let y'all have the fourth quarter. Come on. Y'all had a fourth quarter. That's what Drew Brees and company did.
Yes,
That's what Sean Payton and them did. They gave y'all the fourth quarter.
Chargers at Dolphins.
Who?
Chargers at Dolphins. Who you got?
The Dolphins are rolling right now. And they're in Miami.
Yep.
San Diego only 2-5.
Yep.
They're not doing nothing over there.
I agree
They're on a
with you.
rebuilding stage right now.
I agree with you.
So I'm going Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins as well.
Hold on, let me stop because I'm a Patriot. Let's put it out there. I'm a Patriots. I see we got like 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Look, I hate to say the Dolphins because I want to see the Dolphins lose every game in my division. You know what I'm saying? But they rolling right now. They finally getting it together. They rolling right now. So I got the Dolphins.
Okay. I got the Dolphins as well. Broncos at Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders because I ride with the coach. That's all I'm gonna say. I ride with the coach.
That's what I was just going to say. You can't go wrong with John Gruden.
That's
his intensity his intensity on the side of that field is like he out there hitting them up.
Exactly. Hey, I love Chucky. Bro. I'm going with the Raiders. Who you got?
I got Raiders.
Okay. All right, Raiders. Bills at Cardinals. Who you got?
That's a tough one. Because
it's not for me.
You got Kyler Murray. You got Kyler Murray in Arizona and them. They playing good football right now. But then
Cardinals
you got
are playing good football.
You got Bills playing solid football on
Yes,
both
sir.
sides of the field.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
I'm going with the Bills.
Hey, you can't pick my team. That's who I was going with.
I'm going with the Bills. And I'm gonna say it again because they're in my division. I want to see them lose every game. But if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with the Bills.
That's who I'm going with. I like Larry Fitzgerald and what he's doing down in Arizona, but I gotta ride with the Bills.
I like how Buffalo picked up Diggs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that.
Yes,
Even though they took it from Minnesota, and I like him in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? And no doubt about it, if they had Diggs to Monday night, no question the Bears would lose.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
49ers at Saints. Not even a question in my mind. I know who I got. I'm rolling with Nola. I'm rolling with Nola. I'm rolling with Drew Brees, bro.
You can't go wrong with Drew Brees, but that 49ers got a complete squad.
Yeah, they do. They
I'm
inconsistent right now, though.
let me see. You got the 49ers 4-5. I'm going Drew Breezy.
Okay, all right. We agree on that. Seahawks at Rams. That's gonna be a good one.
Hey, bro. And I'm gonna answer this question. Ooh. I'm going Russell.
I'm going Russell as well. Russell had a heartbreaking loss last week.
Yeah, he did.
Russell got to get a win this week. I got Seahawks as well.
I got Russell throwing 5 touchdowns that game.
Yep. Russell got to go off. Bengals at Steelers, no brainer to me.
Yeah. They 6-0.
Yeah.
I don't see them slowing down. Mike Tomlinson is like John Gruden on that sideline with his
Steelers,
intensity.
no doubt. No doubt.
But I'm not just gonna disrespect the Bengals because that boy, what's his name, Joe Burris?
Yes, he is. He is.
That's the Bengals' future.
Yep.
But I gotta go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You cannot go wrong with a 6-0 team with Big Ben and Mike Tomlinson, and that defense over there in Pittsburgh is back to the steel curtain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right about that. Now, Big Ben was on COVID protocol. I saw that they released him and he's good to go for Sunday. So it makes a difference.
They said that it does make a big difference, and they said that someone he was around, probably in his house, you know what I'm saying, had it.
Yeah.
So they put him on quarantine by himself, so he can't play, so he don't get it. He tested negative.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you know he all good.
Ravens at Patriots. Who you got?
My heart says Patriots because I'm a diehard Patriots fan, but if I had to put $100 million on it, I gotta go with them Ravens.
Is that your pick?
You know what? I think Cam gonna pull it. I'm going out the water. Cam gonna pull it off.
All right, I'm putting you down for the Patriots. I'm definitely going Ravens.
Okay, and that's Sunday night. That's tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. It's
gonna be a good game. I think Cam gonna bounce back tomorrow. And one way to put the Patriots back in the conversation and put Cam back in respect is to dominate tomorrow night. If he come with an impressive win tomorrow, the Patriots is back in the conversation, and he's back off the hot seat.
If you want to do a video tomorrow night after that game, I'm open to it because I don't think Cam has a good grasp of the offense. I just don't. Cam's a good quarterback, but I don't think him and Bill Belichick are connecting. Just my opinion.
What I hope is, and I don't mean to cut you off, what I'm hoping is that they don't get, because, you know, he on a 1-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, because I think in the long term, him and Belichick will be good together.
They will be.
Because that gives Belichick a quarterback that he never had.
Yep.
Now, you give Belichick some time. He's seeing what Cam can do and how he can utilize Cam. You give him some off season where he can design plays where Cam can run out that pocket and do what Cam do.
Mm-hmm.
They would be dangerous.
I
agree. Know what I'm saying?
I agree. But it's gonna take 2-3 years. It's gonna take
with the COVID. And see, they probably would have clicked sometime this year, but with the COVID, can't be really face to face. We can't really be in the film room like we want to. The facility has been shut down several times in New England, and that's when I want to go back to that.
Bro,
we're missing 9 players.
Bro,
I hate because they didn't want to play on.
I gotta. We coming up on short time here. Give me your pick for the
last pick.
Huh?
I'm going Vikings tomorrow night. Bears finna lose 4 in a row.
I'm going Bears.
I got Vikings tomorrow night.
All right, that's what it is. I'm gonna say this. It's on video.
If
I got you.
All right, bro. You have a good night.
All right, you too, bro. Enjoyed it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Sir. Yes, sir.